Reviewing my recent coloring books that I just got. I have two Coco Wyo's and the Bobby Goods. There's a reason why Bobby Goods, it's all over social media. The paper quality is really nice and thick. It's almost like a cardstock like paper. I do love how white the paper is. One thing I do have to say about the artwork style, it's really cute. I can tell there's a trend in the coloring space. These, arguably they're the same style of coloring. They're really cute. However, I'm not a fan of how the Bobby Goods pages just sort of end abruptly here. Literally it's cropped, out of a larger drawing. I'm not sure how they draw these pages, but I'm sure there's a little bit more information here that we don't see. But it sort of feels, I don't know, it feels like this page feels like there's more that could have been included that it's not on here, and I feel like I want more of the buildings, more of the background, more of these sort of flowers. You see how they kind of just end, which is one thing I think about the Coco Wyo. Everything sort of feels to be inside of the page, which is something I appreciate. It's sort of like a drawing. I'm not sure about the quality of the drawing. I don't know if these are AI generated. However, it's something I do appreciate. The paper quality of the Coco Wyo is a lot thinner. That's something I don't like. It's also a very sort of yellowish tint. I don't know if you can see the difference here, but I can. This is more of an off-white. This is a nice crisp white, cool white. Also, because of the paper quality, this is much thinner. It causes your alcohol markers to expand, to absorb into the page. As you can see here, the marker expands a lot. It absorbs into the page, which cannot have the best look, but these are $7.99. I think that's one draw to these markers. They're really affordable. The Bobby Goods, it's $23. I think I paid $30 with shipping. It's cute, it's nice. I see why it's really popular. Also the binding. I don't like the binding that the Bobby Goods have. They have this sort of puncture where you can tear out the pages. I'm not a fan of that. I think I want to have something that is sort of intact. I don't know if people rip out pages and maybe frame them or something, but that's one thing I do appreciate about the Coco Wyo, where you can just, crease your pages and everything stays intact. I think that's something that I like. I also like that the Coco Wyo's comes with a test page where you can actually test your colors. That is one thing that because of the paper quality, the colors tend to be different. I had to create my own swatch page because I wanted to compare the colors. As you can see here, you probably might not see, however, if you can see around the edges, this is what I mean about the marker absorbing into the page. It's sort of like a fuzzy edge, whereas here in the Bobby Goods, it's more of a nice and crisp edge. We'll zoom in. So you can see how the marker is nice and crisp on the edges. On the Coco Wyo, you can see how the ink spreads on the edges. That is because of the paper quality. But I appreciate that they offer a test page. There's a little bit of more filler pages, if you would say. I think I would want one more page on my Bobby Goods just to, have swatches and scribbles and sketches that I want to test. This is a really cute coloring book. I instantly went for the little corners when I first started. I love architectural spaces. I love little, shops and cities. There's another brand that I want to try. I think it's the Berry Coloring. They are, I would say, a dupe of the Bobby Goods. They're really similar. Not sure if you can fold this back all the way, but as you can see, once you start having this book for a while, you might start to get some sort of ripping around the edges, which is something I don't like. I think the TikTok Shop coloring book is a lay flat design, which I want to try. But there's other Coco Wyo's that are really nice. They have sort of like a cityscape, which I'm interested. But yeah, I think if you're starting out and you just want to try out a coloring book, I think Coco Wild's are interesting. I don't know about the design quality. I don't know if this is AI. I don't think, but I mean, I guess it is. There's a lot of talk about this not being authentic, and Bobby Goods being, she's an artist. I think there's other coloring books on Amazon that are also AI generated. Oh, one thing I forgot to talk about was on the Coco Wild's, there are some pages that are cropped. They are sort of pushed up. They have been cut off. So there's a little bit of inconsistency. I don't think I saw that on the Spooky Cutie one, but I think if you're just trying out your first coloring book for the first time and you want something inexpensive to try out, I think the Coco Wild's are a good buy. Again, I don't know if this is authentic art, but they're cute, they're nice. I think the alternative to this is the Fuzzy Haiki, and I think there's another brand, but the berry coloring, those are I think $11.99. These are $7.99, as well as the Fuzzy Haiki ones, and then the berry coloring ones are $11.99. And then I would say the Bobby Goods is a step above at $22, and then TikTok Shop ones are $24, which is very similar to the Bobby Goods. But you can decide which ones you want. I just wanted to give a little review on the quality. Also, the cover is nice and matte. I love this cover. It's like a soft touch matte, something I love. This feels nice to touch. I love all of my coloring books. I'm gonna keep getting more. I'm gonna focus more on sort of this more architectural city. There's one that I saw that was, I think it was called Cute Villages or something. I think I want to get that one. Let me know which ones are your favorite coloring books. Comment your favorite artists. I want to try more independent brands of coloring books, and specifically artists. I'm not a fan of the AI generated art, but they are inexpensive and good to try out. So